Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Jark here, and today I am answering another question about my pups, which once again, every time they hear me talk on video, they run over here like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? But anyways, I've got another question that I get a fairly bit, or a fair often. Neither of those make any sense, but I get the question a few times. We'll just say that. But the question is, do Brittany's get sick often? Or do they have weak stomachs? Or, anything like that. And I guess, like most of these questions, the answer varies a lot between your dog, kind of the diet they have, and maybe, I guess, their exercise habits, or a lot of things, or if they get into trash or junk a lot. It can vary a decent bit, but I think on the whole, from what I know from other Brittany owners, they tend to have fairly good stomachs. After all, they are hunting dogs, so a lot of times they'll be out in the woods, sniffing around, tasting things they probably shouldn't have. So I think naturally they just have probably a little bit stronger stomachs than most of your house dogs that you would have. My two, Piper and Rooney, in particular. Piper has an absolute iron stomach. Let me tell you that much. It doesn't matter what she eats, she's fine. She's not gonna get sick. She's not gonna throw up. Maybe a few times when she was a puppy, but now that she's around two, she's fine. We call her the cow for a reason, because when she's outside, she just sniffs around and eats grass like a cow. She's gotten into trash a few times and even eaten some of our food. She doesn't get sick at all. Now, Rooney, on the other hand, he's a little bit different. I think naturally he has a pretty strong stomach like Piper, but for him, he has acid reflux, or at least we think that's what it is. So if he goes too long without eating, then I guess the acid in his stomach builds up and he'll go and throw up. It's usually not anything solid or anything at all. It's just acid, just random stuff that he throws up, or anything left in there that he can't digest. Guys, I'm trying to do a video. Go play somewhere else. But, so to combat that, we basically feed him every few hours or so, maybe every 4 or 5 hours. So we just give him a few meals a day and maybe a few snacks, and that kind of combats that problem. But other than that, he's got a really strong stomach, and he does pretty good with that. And so I guess I could get into what we feed them. So we feed them Purina Pro Plan, which is a pretty good rated food. Now, we don't feed them the sensitive stomach brand, but they have that. So far, we haven't felt like we necessarily need the sensitive stomach. But yeah, some dogs might, some dog breeds and some Brittany's might even need that. We feed them of course, we got to spoil our dogs a little bit. They get treats, they get snacks that we have. They love carrots, absolutely love carrots. They eat bananas sometimes. Sometimes they'll eat random vegetables or chew a little bit on an apple. Occasionally, they'll get some peanut butter and some additional carbs, like chips or something. But really, they do pretty good. Of course, we got to give them a little bit of rotisserie chicken, but that's about it for meat. But all that stuff they do pretty well with. I wouldn't advise giving Brittany's a lot of table food. I think it's like most dogs. You don't want them to have too much of that, because it can cause various stuff like, problems with their fur. I know you can get really oily fur, or, they can even lose their fur sometimes. Of course, they could get sick. It could cause different cancers, anything like that. So probably not the best to give them only table food, but they can have a little bit because of their stomachs. And if they get into something while you're out with them hunting, then I probably wouldn't worry about it too much. Just kind of monitor them, make sure they drink plenty of water, and I think for the most part they'll be okay. But to sum it up, I guess I would say that they have pretty good stomachs. They don't get sick too often, from what I know, from what we have, from people that I know that have Brittany's. They don't get sick too often, so I think it's a safe bet. If you're getting one to not worry, you don't have to worry about too much them getting sick. But like I said, just remember to give them mostly some good quality food, and they should be fine. Isn't that right, buddy? He's wanting some pettings. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, I'd like to let you know that we have an Instagram channel. I say we because me and the pups. So it's linked down in the description. It's not linked. It's in the description what the at name is. But over there, I post lots of pictures of the pups and other random things from the channel. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure you go over there and follow us on Instagram. And also leave a like on this video if you thought it was helpful, and subscribe if you want to see some more content like this. So if you have any other questions, leave them down in the comments also, and I will see you all in the next one.